Good morning, traders. Hello everyone, it's Tomek from Nikos Trading Academy. I hope your weekend was fine. We have another trading week, so let's check what opportunities we might have this week. So first will be gold. We discussed gold for a couple of weeks, and what we have right now is up move. Yes, price is going up. We are trying to look for the longs to target the resistance area, which is here. Of course, after breakout of the previous resistance, which was here, price again stopped. So we might get maybe some lower on the lower time frames, some retracements for possible continuation. So let's see. Let's check the trend line. Still exactly the same. We still might get bigger retracements because we didn't have in past, but of course, as we see gold, if it's moving, it likes to move. So maybe we'll get continuation exactly back to this, and then we will get bounce and bigger retracements. As long as price is going up, of course, we can look for possible long scenarios, but late. Yes, because we see that we didn't have retracement, so all entries around this area are just late. Yes, so you can go to the lower time frames or just lower your risk. When we go to the daily chart, we see this resistance, we had breakout, and if we look, we have trend line. Still no retracements back to the trend line. Ideally, we would like to get this, yes, back to the line, back to the 36 with the support combination, bounce, and another continuation. And this would be the perfect option for us to look for another long entries with the target with the resistance area here. But we can also think about a little bit more aggressive trades because we see that price is sitting right now on the 12 EMA. In past, we see that sometimes we had the reactions, like here, for example, price went up. Also here, price didn't retrace exactly to the 36, but bounced on the 12 and went up. So maybe we'll get exactly the same situation here. So in this case, we have to go to the lower time frames. This is our 2 to 3 line on the 4-hour chart here. So we see okay, trend line breakout. So we have to go even to the lower time frame, like 1-hour chart. And what we see here, we have the trend line breakout. We have support line here, but price is breaking right now. But still, we had this breakout, but price is not going down. Right now, it's ranging. So we can. Maybe at the end we will be able, if price decide to go up, we maybe we'll change the angle later on. But we see that after breakout, price is not going down, so we can still look for possible long scenarios after breakout of this our 2 to 3 line. Yes, so if we see that okay, price is going up, we have volatility for longs, we look for possible buy scenarios. We have the targets from the higher time frames. Lower time frames, if we would like to scalp or do the intraday trading, we have to wait for the volatility. Then if we get the breakout, look for the long 1 to 3 here and take the action here. Yes, knowing that this is late entry. If we see that price is going down again, easily we can wait for possible another retracement. Maybe this will be the false breakout here and the price will go down, and then if you see that price is here, look for another buy options. Aussie Swiss franc, another pair. What we have here is trend line on the weekly chart. So price didn't exactly touch. If we draw the line from the really previous highs, we'll see that line is here. So we still have some room to touch this line, but if we change the angle of the line, we will see that we have also 9 lines here, like 1, 2, 3, 4 touches with this line. Combinations with the resistance. So it looks like a short weekly 1 to 3, so possible bounce, and then price will go down. The next support level, of course, is around this area here, so maybe we'll get move back to this support zone here. So what we have on the daily chart, we see that price reacted here, went down. Right now it's breaking our 36 EMA, but we have support level here, and price is right now struggling with the support. If you look, of course, for our trend line was broken here. Yes, we see that our line was broken, so possible short scenarios for possible continuation are okay, but we have this support level. If we unzoom it, it looks a little bit better, more visible. Yeah, so let's check 4-hour chart. And what we see on the 4-hour time frame, we had this move and suddenly price started to range. Right now, in my opinion, the best option is again to go to the lower time frames, and if we see, okay, price is in the range here, we can just draw this range or wedge, something like this. What we would like to see is breakout of this area, of this line. And if we see that price is making new lower lows, lower highs, then we would like to focus on the sells on the 1-hour chart, or because like we said, on the higher time frames, we would like to target this support because price is pointing down. So you wait for the 1-hour chart. For lower time frame combinations, exactly the same. Yes, we just go to the 15-minute time frame, and if we see that price is going down, we just wait for the setup, and then we look for the sells. CAD yen, this is pair where we might have soon entry. So let's see what we have on the weekly chart. Price of course went down all with this huge spike. Right now it's retracing, testing the 12 plus almost the 36 EMA combination, and it looks like a short weekly 1 to 3 right now. Yes, so we might have possible continuation. On the weekly chart, it doesn't look that price is breaking our 2 to 3 line, and we don't have any red candle yet. The only thing is that we see that price just closed, this candle closed lower. It will be more visible on the lower time frames. Let's find the resistance, support levels, and if we check, here is the resistance area. So price retested this. Another one is a little bit higher here on the weekly chart, and the support level for this pair is on the previous lows. Yeah, so after retest, maybe we'll get this continuation of the possible down scenario. We see that the resistance is more visible here on the weekly, sorry, on the daily when we unzoom. So we see that there was reaction and price went down right now. If we look for the trend line, we have one line here, different angle with more touches we will find here. So we see that price broke this, but right now we still don't have this continuation. But if we check the lower time frames like 4-hour chart, we'll see that we have the line and price is breaking this. So if you see that we have the setup here and price is bouncing, is going down, then definitely you can look for the sell scenarios on the CAD yen. Lower time frame combinations are also okay. If we unzoom a little bit, we will see that this line is pretty powerful one. Yes, so short scenarios to the next support, why not? Yeah, so this is option. If we see that price is going up again, then we will just wait. We'll just wait. We will see how price will react again on the resistance, because what we might have here, this will be the false breakout, and price will go up again here, and maybe we'll have like a range or wedge. We will see. But right now I would focus only for the sells. I wouldn't focus on the longs. Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand, what we have, support level here. Another one is lower here, and a price on the weekly chart is making like a weekly higher low. We see this. Thing is that we had the trend line breakout, and we discussed that possible short and continuation, but price didn't continue of this move. Right now you just stop around this area. The resistance level is here. So what we have on the lower time frames, I was hoping to get the sells for continuation to target the support and maybe even breakout and bigger move, but right now it doesn't look like this. And if we'll check this, we will get the trend line. Price stopped on the support level, went up, and we have the trend line breakout. This might be of course also the false breakout. So this entry, which I would like to show you, is aggressive, because the pressure on the weekly is still for the short entries. Yes, so taking the longs will be aggressive approach, and of course then we can target the resistance, but price still might bounce and will continue to go down to the support level or even lower. So if we look for the 4-hour chart, this is the situation which we have right now. So possible, yes, possible long option, long scenario, and then you can try to target the resistance. But again, lower your risk, because this might be also a false breakout, and like I said, price will continue to go down. Yes, so we might also have situation that this is the false breakout and price will slowly go down. So if you see this option here, we don't have any lines, we have to use the 36 EMA. So if you see that price is not going up but is going down again and is making the new lower lows, lower highs, then you can still look for the sells, because this will be with the weekly short 1 to 3, and also with the daily move, because daily is still pointing down. So still options are okay for sells, yes, and aggressive long to target the resistance. GBP AUD, we discussed in previous week this pair, and we had this reaction which we would like to see. Let me show you. Here is the resistance, here is the support. We know that price is in the range with some false breakouts in between. We discussed about this line, about this trend line here, and what we see, price bounced on the line and went up like 400, almost 500 pips. We said that if price decide to bounce, we would like to target the resistance. In case of the breakout, we can try to target the previous highs, or even maybe this will be the continuation. So we had this reaction. If someone is in this trade here from this level, try to still aim this resistance area here. Yes, if you are not, right now it will be better to wait for better moves, and I would wait for breakout of this resistance, look for longs, or breakout of the trend line, look for the short entries. Another option is, if price reach the resistance level, then you can look for possible short bounce scenarios to target this trend line here, but you need to wait. Yes, so those options are the best in my opinion right now. We can also check lower time frames, and what we see on the lower time frames, price is making right now steep 4-hour chart 1 to 3. So intraday traders, aggressive trade traders can look for possible long entries to target the trend, the resistance level here with the previous highs. So we have the 4-hour chart 1 to 3. So what we have to do is to go to the lower time frames, like 15-minute or 5-minute. I will show you on the 15-minute. And what you have to do is to wait for breakout. If you see the new higher high, higher low, you can easily look for possible long scenarios to target the previous high. GBP yen is the next pair. This is the weekly time frame, and what we see on the weekly time frame, that price is making for us short 1 to 3 here. It's making the weekly short 1 to 3. We also have trend line, but price didn't reach this trend line exactly, but reached the 36 EMA. We have the resistance area here, and another one is a little bit higher here. Right now it looks like it's pointing down. The support level is around this zone, so we still have like 200, maybe even low, back to the previous lows, because price can easily go here. We might get like 450 move, yes. And what we have, and this is the this is the good example, because weekly is pointing down. Yes, we see, but we don't have confirmation yet that price might continue. And if we go to the daily chart, what we see, opposite situation. We have the daily long 1 to 3, of course steep, because it looks like this without any retracements. Yeah, we see this. But after trendline breakout, you can say okay, long scenarios. And you are correct. In this, on this pair, we can trade in both scenarios, long and short and entries. We need to only remember that with taking the longs, we are trading against this, so we would like to focus on the lower time frames, because our target is first target is here on the resistance. So this is like, okay, this is still like 200, maybe 250 pips. But we have to remember that around this we have to manage the pair, then we can target the next two levels. Or we look for the sells and target the support. So how we can do it? If we go to the 4-hour chart, we'll see that price is squeezed right now, is in the wedge. We have support level here, we have the trend line. So what we need to see is simply breakout of this area, and then you can trade in both directions. Lower time frame combinations like 1-hour chart, 15-minute, 5-minute, it really depends on your trading style, yes, but you need to see this, and if you get this with the confirmations, then you look for possible setup entries and you know the targets. Cable, weekly chart, we have resistance level here, price almost reached this, we have the support level here, we have like short 1 to 3, possible again continuation of this down move. Of course we know that the pound is unpredictable because of the Brexit, so I would recommend to lower the risk. So it looks on the weekly, it still looks like a bearish, yes. So it still might go down to target, and then we can target the support level maybe with the previous lows. But on the daily chart we have something different. It's pointing up. It's pointing up. We have trend line and price is making long 1 to 3 here. So like on the GBP yen, exactly the same situation. We are right now on the if I can say good profit zone. So what we can do, we can just simply wait for breakouts in both direction. If price decide to go up, you take the longs, target the resistance with the previous highs, so this. If you see that price is breaking the trend line, look for the sells to target the support level. So again, we go to the lower time frames, we have levels, yeah, and we simply wait for breakouts of those two areas. Sells, longs are okay, so what you have to do is to just find the setups after breakout here, or sell scenarios here, and you just wait. Yes, if you see something, then you jump in into this pair. USD CAD. USD CAD is still climbing up. We see it's making the 1 to 3s. It's making the higher lows and higher highs. We have trend line on the weekly chart, which is here. So price didn't reach this yet, but we also have this line here, yes, and we see that price it looks like it might react and will continue to go long, yes. In this case we can try to target the previous highs with the resistance level. So this is like 300 pip potential target. We see resistance area here, it's quite good, it's here a little bit higher, so we remember that this is always a zone. So we have like weekly long 1 to 3 here, yeah, you see this. So another bounce and continuation. And let's go to the lower time frames, daily chart. And daily, this is also aggressive option, yes, because we see that our daily trend line was broken, but this line is not so clear. We have only like 2 touches. We see breakout, so we can combine this as a bounce. So we have 2 options. Price will continue with the 1 move after bouncing on the weekly chart, or we will still see that price might create like short daily 1 to 3, will go again to retest this, will create a higher low, and then will continue maybe, or will just break this and will continue to go lower to this line. Yes, so we still like, I'm still not sure if we have this, but if we go to the lower time frames, we will see that we have already possible long scenario. What I would like to see, if we look for trend line, yes, we'll get the trend line breakout here. What I would like to see, it's better confirmation. I wanted to get this right now. I was waiting for better retracements like that, but right now we see price bounce on the 12, trying to go up, but it's going down. So if we see a setup like this later on, then you can take aggressively, again with low risk, long entries. Yes, long entries, target this. But if you see that price is not bouncing here, but is going down, then you have two options. You can just easily go to the daily chart and wait for, if you like to trade bounces, yes, long entries, sorry, wait for this and then wait for another breakout. Look for longs, target the resistance, or you look for the sells, and then, but sells again on the lower time frames. After breakout, you look for the sell entries and you target the trend line here. And in case of the breakout, you still know that price might to go lower. Yeah. So the targets are good enough. And the last is USD, which is still on the resistance. Maybe finally we'll have some breakout. So what we have, this is the resistance, which is more visible on the daily. Big down move, possible retracement back to the 36 or to the resistance here. Next one is here. And of course, if we look for the support level, we'll see support here. So if we remove all those lines here in between, we will see that it looks like a range with some false breakouts, yes, or like bigger range, something like this. But I think more touches we have here. So what we have on the lower time frames, we see this retracement. Price is struggling. What I would like to see right now on this is breakout of the resistance here and look for longs to target the next or the next one. Yeah. We see that price is in kind of the wedge, so to look for the sells. Aggressive traders can look for possible bounces, yes, and target this, but I would really wait for setup here and then I would focus on the longs. You can also look for sells, like I said, around this, try to target this trend line, but we see that price is struggling here, didn't exactly try to go this, but still possible. In case of the breakout, you have another target of the support. So if you see that price is bouncing here, you can trade in this range. So sells here, buy here, yes, and if you sell here, target the trend line. If you buy here, target the resistance, or simply wait. Some traders like me, for example, I prefer to see the breakouts and then I try to look for possible entries. So guys, thanks a lot. We have some opportunities for upcoming week, nice ones. So wish you great trading week and talk to you soon. Bye.